Good morning, friends. Your friend Rakesh, all the way from Toronto, Canada. And today, Friday, fun day, we are going to review a fantastic, life-changing book. But before I go to reveal the name of the book, let me have some context here. Whatever the way we do, we behave, we act, where is coming from? It is coming from the stories we tell to ourselves, the kind of the belief which we have developed. And from where those beliefs are coming, they are coming from our childhood age. You remember when you used to play and parents used to ask, don't play with the strangers and don't spend too much of money. Don't leave food on the plate. Money doesn't grow on the trees. Oh, this is beyond our budget. We cannot buy these things. Oh, that is only for the rich people. Have you heard those? Yes. So those things were taught to us in childhood, and they came to our conscious mind, and slowly they again and again they were told to us, and they gone into our subconscious mind permanently, and those becomes our beliefs. Yeah. So it's all about those stories we learn from our environment, from our friends, from the school, and we chained ourselves on those limitations. So I'm going to reveal the book today, going to change your life. If you have not heard and read about this book, oh, you missed something really a big. Okay, so let me reveal the name of the book. The book name is called The Four Agreements. The Four Agreements by the great guy and great writer and author. I love this gentleman. And his name is Don Miguel Ruiz. Don Miguel Ruiz, he wrote this book, The Four Agreements. One of the top 10 book ever written for your personal development. And this book is going to change your life forever. So let's jump into those four agreements one by one. So the first agreement is be impeccable with your words. What does it mean? You remember our parents, our friends, or teacher used to tell those words, don't do this. Forget about singing. Your voice is not for singing. Forget about you don't have that face to become an actor. Forget about, you are not good in the sports. You cannot play cricket, or you cannot play a soccer, or you cannot swim, or you cannot do. You cannot, and that developed the belief that we cannot do this, and we never tried those words. Sometimes we say some words to others and people feel so bad. Sometimes we say, hey, forget about that. You cannot get this job. You cannot try this career. And you said that, and sometimes people, they believe on you and they stop trying into that particular field or that particular profession. So the word has so much of power. So that's why the first agreement, be impeccable with your words for yourself and for others. So be careful using those words for others. They might hurt them big way. And also to tell yourself those words, like I'm not capable, I can't do it. So change your vocabulary and change your life. Certain word like I cannot and problem and weak, all these words try to remove from vocabulary. This research is being done. There are set up the word. If you are using those words, you can figure out your income. You can figure out how big you will grow in your career or your life or in your business. Same thing goes with your friends. The friends which are using those weak words in their vocabulary quite often, the time to change your friends, ladies and gentlemen, is so much impactful and so important, the kind of the word you use in your vocabulary when you talk, when you communicate. So be careful about yourself when you are talking, what word you are using. Switch on your audio camera. I mean, switch on your audio in your cell phone when you are talking to someone, and then listen back at what kind of the word you use. And then try to listen to speeches being delivered from the great people who have made some impact in the world, and see the kind of the word they use. Yeah. So only changing these words in your vocabulary going to make a big impact, a powerful. Your personality even will be different just because of the kind of the word you are going to use in your vocabulary, ladies and gentlemen. That much of power the world has. Yeah. So the first agreement: be impeccable with your words. The word you use for yourself to tell yourself, and the word you use to talk to others. Yeah. And also pay attention to your friend circle, the people you interact quite often, the kind of the word they use in their vocabulary. That is going to change your mindset, your life, personally, professionally, and business wise. In all walk of life, the word you use have impact. Yeah. Let's go to second agreement. The second agreement says that do not take things personally. Very, very important. People spoil their life sometimes. They make their life so chaotic, so stressful. So do not try to take things personally. What does it mean? You're talking to someone and somebody said to you something and you have taken so personally. Oh my God, he said to me like that. And you, in the night, you cannot even sleep. Sometimes you are having some kind of discussion in the office, in the meeting, and someone said like in general, but you took it to yourself personally. Oh, that sentence or that criticism was for me. And you ruined your thinking and you become so negative. So do not take things personally. Either in the communication wise, you are talking to someone, or you are some kind of the argument, or with your spouse, or with your family member, or with your friend. Try not to take things personally. Make a shield, yourself, so that those things doesn't enter. Have that mental toughness. And if you start taking everything personally, those things might not true, or those things might not belongs to you, but you have taken personally, and you have ruined your thinking, and you are totally depressed, you're totally angry, and you're totally sad, and the whole thing you just spoiled because you took things personally. No, you do not. Yeah. So be careful. The second agreement is very, very powerful. If you start taking everything personally, you are going to ruin your life. So do not take things personally. Let's go to the third one. And the third one says, don't make assumptions. What we will do? That suppose you are a certain age, for instance, you are 30-year-old or say 40-year-old, and you have heard the news, hey, one of my friend, he got the heart attack, or he got some kind of developed some disease, and you start making assumption. Oh, it happens to that person. He's coming from my same country, my same age group, my same, kind of the ethnic background, and I also might have the same disease. No. You just made assumption and you spoil your mind, and that develop into the worries, and that worries and develop that negative thought, and negative thought goes from conscious mind to subconscious mind, and you start feeling depressed. Yeah. Don't make assumption. Somebody lost the job, somebody lost the business, somebody lost the house, somebody has got some kind of the negative instance in their life, and you start assuming, oh, that might come to me. Oh, that guy's got laid off in their company, I also might get. No, don't make assumptions, because those assumptions create a story, and then you start telling that story to yourself, and you spoil your life. Yeah. So be careful. Making assumptions is too bad. Sometimes, you know what, if you go into some party and somebody, the people are so full of thoughts, sometimes somebody is staring at you, But basically, they are not staring at you. They are looking at you and they are thinking something inside. And you think, oh, that guy was staring at me. You just have made assumptions. Yeah. Somebody was so busy in their thought and he just didn't say hi to you. And you made assumption, oh, that guy ignored me. Yeah. So you just spoil making the assumptions. So these assumptions, most of the time, so many divorces taking places, so many relationships are at the risk of breaking just because of the assumptions they make. Oh, somebody said this to me. It means, oh, it meant this. You create your stories. But sometimes you find the reality was not there. It was something else. Whatever you have assumed is nothing to do with you. But you made an assumption and you spoil whole your life, your relationship with the people. So don't make assumptions. Yeah. And the last one is just so simple to say, but too difficult to follow. So the last agreement out of this 4 agreement, the 4th one is just do your best. Yeah. No matter how adverse situation is, no matter how bad situation is, just do your best based on your knowledge, expertise, and resources. Just do your best. That is more than enough. As I always say in most of my speeches, that no matter how adverse and bad situation is, as long as you are breathing, it's not done yet. And once you stop breathing, who cares, ladies and gentlemen? So just do your best. Let me show you the picture. I don't have the book because I have audio version. So this is the, the book's cover, look like, in case if you are, can you? Yeah. So the 4 agreements by Dan Miguel Rouge, 4 agreements. So this is a book cover look like. Yeah. So these are the 4 agreements. So the last one was very important. Just do your best. Whatever you can do. And as they say, the things which doesn't kill you make you more stronger. So no matter how, a bad situation you are surrounded to, just do your best and things will fall in place the way you want it. So these, ladies and gentlemen, this important book, the 4 agreements, and I will recap those 4 agreements. The first one, be impeccable with your words. The word you use in your vocabulary and the use for yourself and for others, just be careful. They can be really, really damaging to relationships and somebody's mood or your own mood. Not only that, the kind of the friends you have, try to give attention to the kind of the word they are using. Some friends, they might be using all the negative words and they will spoil your thinking, because those negative words, if they are your close friend and you are meeting quite often to them, those words will create a story permanently in your subconscious mind and that will become your belief. And that belief might be really, really damaging, ladies and gentlemen. So be careful. So yeah, so be impeccable with your words. The second thing, that don't take things personally, no matter wherever you are. Don't personalize those things yourself. Even though if it belongs to you, it will spoil your mood. So don't take things personally. It might have in different contexts, nothing to do with you, but you take personally and you spoil your mood. Yeah. And the third one is that don't make assumptions. Very, very dangerous. You start making assumptions and you start breaking in your relationship and you don't take some actions because you have made assumption, I'm not going to successfully, you never start. Yeah. And the last one, simple. Whoever you are, based on your resources, based on your capacity and the knowledge and experience, no matter which situation you are facing, either in your personal or your family or business or in the social circumstances, just do your best, and that is more than enough. Yeah. So I hope this book, and the review of this book I was able to add some values in your life. And find this book, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. You can go to YouTube and just type this book, The 4 Agreements, and you may find an audio book. and you can listen that book for free. And there's so many more recording even directly from John McGill Roos, and you can get from YouTube. Yeah. So that's for today, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful weekend, and see you Monday with some other crazy idea, with some other knowledge share. So with that, thank you very much and salute to you being with me. Stretch yourself today, this weekend, and read this book, and make a notes that what you have learned from this book, make those notes and start executing it. The problem is everything available, all the information available for free, but things happen once you start executing in your life. Yeah. So with that, just as I say always, stretch yourself beyond your comfort zone. Do one thing which make you today better than yesterday, and that is more than enough. Okay. So once again, salute you and love you all. See you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye bye.